Hello everybody, my name is CoreyAction, and this is going to be a discussion video where I just talk about things in general, what's up, what's down, and that's pretty much it. So before I begin, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's any videos you would like for me to react to, just comment down below with the link to the video. So first thing I would like to talk about is the unfortunate virus that's going on in the area. Now, for those who happen to not know where I live in New York City. I live in the United States. So I cannot go as far as saying that it's hitting very hard where I'm at. It is, but it's not to the point where it's affecting me, but it could affect me because of the fact that I'm traveling and whatnot. And I'm more up to date on the news more now than ever. Usually whenever something happens, depending on what it is, I'm not really up to date on the news and whatnot. But now because of this COVID-19 that's happening, that's taking place, I am up to date with that. So they are saying that they're closing down stores around 8 o'clock. And I think that's pretty much just about everywhere. I don't think that's just taking place in New York City where I live, but it's pretty much just taking place everywhere else. What else? The thing is, it's going to be hard for me to travel because I really like to hang out. I like hanging out with my friends. I like to go out places. Sometimes I'm not even hanging out with my friends. I just like to hang out. But it's going to be hard because now you got to be careful. You have to be mindful of, you have to just be mindful of who's on the bus. You don't know if the person who is cleaning the bus has the coronavirus or whatnot, based off what my mother was saying to me. I'm being a little bit nonchalant because, well, honestly, I'm not going to be the one that's freaking out over nonsense. And I know that the coronavirus is not nonsense, especially for those who unfortunately has a weak immune system and people who are up in the age between 50 or 60 and up, so they can get it worse. And it may be true for those who does have the coronavirus, depending on their health circumstances, whether they're healthy or whether their immune system is weak and whatnot. It depends on their survival. And I know that people that are up in age are fearing their lives because this is a deadly virus. Really just depends on it really just depends on the person. Like, the virus in general wouldn't be so deadly, but it's deadly for those who have a weak immune system, those who are up in age, those who health is not as good as it used to be. So, and I don't mean to sound so nonchalant about it, but at the same time, I really feel like people are just freaking out for no reason. And the reason why I say people are freaking out for no reason, and I wouldn't even go as far as saying the word freaking out, but more concerned. I understand that they're concerned for their loved ones, particularly those who are newborns and those who are elderlies and whatnot. But the thing is, people are just losing their humanity. Here's why I say that. The reason why I say that they're losing their humanity is because people are going through great lengths, buying a bunch of paper towels, buying a bunch of toilet papers, buying a bunch of water and whatnot, buying a bunch of these, or buying a bunch of hand sanitizer, buying a bunch of solutions and stuff, buying alcohols. That's behind me, but you just can't see it. But it's just crazy. Now the stock market is not going to be able to keep up unless they close the stores until further notice. So get whatever you need to get between today and whatever day, because according to my mother, and I'm only going based off of my mother until I actually research it, not even research, until I end up watching the news myself, that the government is going to close down the stores and whatnot. They're closing it earlier and whatnot, and how also they're going to do a shelter, meaning that no one cannot go anywhere by any means necessary unless you are working in the hospital. If you're not working in the hospital, then you are going to stay put until further notice. And so let me tell you about my work, my job. Unfortunately, I was let go until further notice. They have my badge. I had to give them my badge. I have to give them my badge because I'm working in a restaurant. I work in LaGuardia Airport, and being that they were saying all restaurants were being shut down, that includes the restaurants that happens to be in the LaGuardia Airport. So because of that, there was not much for me to do in my position in particular So I have to return my badge, and hopefully when this whole COVID-19, this coronavirus passes away, no longer is harming us to a great degree, I will be able to get my job back. So now I'm in the process of filing and applying for what's it called, unemployment. So that's a process right there, because everybody is literally in the same boat as me. A lot of people are being let go. They don't have jobs to go to and whatnot. So the only thing that's going to be keeping me busy if I'm not able to go out and go see my friends is making videos. So now I really don't have an excuse other than me not wanting to make videos. So in terms of me making videos, I will still be able to make videos. I'm going to upload videos. In fact, it'll be coming out, most likely upload like every day now. Like whenever I wake up, whenever I get ready to do this and that, and whatever the case may be. So, yeah. Otherwise, I'm doing fine. If you really care about my life in general, my mother's doing fine. And in case you guys didn't know that I have a brother, my brother is doing fine as well. And that's that. I just wanted to fill you guys in on what's going on in my life and what's going on around the area of where I live. So, yeah. But in terms of, as far as me making videos go, I think that I'm going to most likely going to continue on making videos because, well, I'm not working anymore, unfortunately. And if this unemployment thing doesn't go the way it's planned, I'm not making any income at all. So I'm pretty much just sitting ducks. And YouTube, well, YouTube is even worse. I don't know. I can't really go into the process or go into the depths of YouTube, but it's probably worse than that because people, employees, in fact, that are working for YouTube, they are being quarantined and whatnot. So I can only imagine what they are going through. So by any means necessary, please take this message and please take this seriously, for that it's very dangerous for those who have weak immune systems, for those who are elderly, disabled, those who are up in age. Help them, for crying out loud. Don't just sit there twiddling your thumbs, only helping yourself, and you know that you have the energy and the things that you need to help others as well, because they need help more than ever. And once I finish recording, I'm going to call my grandmother and I'm going to see if she needs anything. I don't care where she lives. I don't care if she's on the other side of the world. I'm going to make sure that she gets what she gets, and so that she's satisfied, so that way she doesn't catch this virus. So that's me right there. That's how I feel. I will go to great lengths just to make sure that my family member that is unfortunately up in age, that is unfortunately not in the best condition that she used to be, I'm going to make sure that she is taken care of, because that's what family does. And I'm not selfish. And if any of my friends need anything, whoever's watching this video as well, if you guys need anything, of course I'm here, and I will do whatever I can do to help you guys out. Now, you guys will probably end up calling me selfless, meaning I'm always thinking about others before I'm thinking about myself. And I don't really have a debt to pay to where I have to put everybody before myself. I know how important I am, and I'm very important, I feel. So I just wanted to be friendly in terms of whoever knows me, whoever I happen to know. If they need anything, you know who to call, you know who to go to. So that will be that. But it's just so frustrating because you can't even go to the store without not having a single thing. Like, I saw on my way home, I went to the supermarket. I forgot which one it is, but I went to the supermarket, and this person had 2 carts worth of toilet paper. I didn't want to go as far as asking that person, do you think I could take a roll or 2 with me? But it just comes to show people are just so greedy, so inconsiderate. And it's just so sad because people, even if I didn't need those toilet papers or paper towels, other people are going to need it. What about husbands and wives, people who have mouths to feed? What about people who have newborns, pregnant, for crying out loud? Elderly, disabled, those who actually need those stuff. You probably need it for the long run, but then you're going to have enough stuff and you're going to be like, well, I don't really need all of this. This was actually a waste of money. Come on. I mean, I know it was serious, but it wasn't that serious. In fact, when the Ebola hit the United States a few years back, what did people do? It wasn't as bad as it is now. Now, why are people freaking out? Is it because this virus happened to come from China? And here's another thing. People are calling it a Chinese virus. Why call it a Chinese virus? Why put a race next to a virus? Ebola, it came from a different country, right? If I'm not mistaken, it came from Africa. No one really called it an African virus. So why now, when it comes to something that happens to come from Chinese or China, it's a Chinese virus?
Who's texting me?
And it's quite unfortunate because I really do pity those who are having businesses, for those who happen to be Chinese people or people who are share the traits of China, that is having Chinese. I'm talking about Chinese food, Chinese restaurants in general. They're doing bad, and I really do feel bad for them because it's not their fault. And now people just taking they taking precautions, and at the same time, in a way, I feel like they're being racist a little bit. And I won't go into detail as far as that because this will be a 50-minute video, and I just wanted to say that real quick. So that's just how the cookie crumbles. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm hoping that everybody is safe, and I hope everybody has the necessities that they need in order for them to keep themselves clean. And yeah, so that includes thoroughly washing your hands for about at least 20 to 30 seconds. Use hand sanitizer, alcohol based, whatever you need to do to clean your hand, to thoroughly clean your hand. You get Lysol that kills 99.9% of germs. Do whatever you need that is necessary in order for you to keep clean. Keep yourself clean, keep your family members clean, keep others clean. Don't be inconsiderate, don't be selfish, and most importantly, don't be foolish to where you can't even go as far as covering your mouth with your elbow or sneezing into your elbows. You know, I'll tell you something real quick, because being that I was working in LaGuardia, I had to take the 7 train to get there sometimes on my days. But when I was taking the 7 train, I was on a Flushing and Main Street, and I was on my way to 74th and Broadway. I think it was on Junction Boulevard, where this lady sneezed. She was just sitting there minding her own business, but she just happened to, I think it was sneeze or cough. Something came out of her mouth. Everybody literally went on the other side.
Who's texting me?
So everybody just went on the other side of the car. I wasn't laughing, although some people will look at it as a laughing matter, but it just comes to show how the severity of it. And she was just cursing up a storm, like, "Oh, I just covered my mouth. What the bleep, bleep, bleep," and such forth. And I'm like, it just comes to show that people's not really trying to catch this virus. People are just really freaking out over this nonsense. And it is nonsense, because if you do a thorough research, depending on your health condition, you can die from the virus. There's a 97% chance of you not dying, and there's a 3% chance of you dying from this virus. But you guys, of course, can correct me if I'm wrong and whatnot. I can go on and on about it. But, yeah. But other than that, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I'm doing fine, physically wise, and yeah, I'm doing fine. My family's doing fine. And I'm only hoping that you guys as an audience is doing fine as well. And whoever's watching this video, that is, audiences in general. So, yeah, at least I'm able to, at least I can look at it on the bright side now. All the videos that I have as watch later, at least I'm now able to watch it now, though, being that it's on watch later. All the videos that I wanted to watch, but I just never was able to watch it because I'm working and then I'm tired and then the service is just whack. In the process of me watching it on my way to work and on my way home, at least now that I'm actually home and I'm not really going anywhere anytime soon, at least at the very least, I'm able to do that. Watch videos, react to videos that I haven't reacted to in a little while. And so, yeah. But other than that, I think I talked about everything. I don't really have nothing in particular to say. I would talk about The Flash. I would talk about Black Lightning if I haven't done that already. I would talk about Steven Universe Future. There's so much things I could talk about. I should mash it up in all one video, but I don't really want to talk about it. But hold on. What I will talk about, just to make this video more positive, Bleach is coming back, baby. Bleach is coming back. Bleach is coming back, y'all. I don't know if it's coming back in before the before 2020 or maybe 2021. But Bleach is coming back. Oh my goodness. Now, in my first episode of my reaction to Bleach, I was saying how I watched Bleach before, I completed the series and whatnot, but the reason to why I'm watching Bleach again is to understand the plot, to understand the story, because when I was younger, when I was watching Bleach, I was just watching it just to watch it. I wasn't really watching it to understand. I was just watching for the fun of it. But now I'm watching it to understand the plot, to understand everything that's happening and whatnot, to understand the characters' motives and etc. So you guys can come at me about me faking my reaction. I'm not really faking my reaction. There's some things that I know what's going to happen. And in that case, I won't really fake it. I'll probably end up putting it out there in the air saying that I know exactly what's going to happen. And some things I just don't know what's going to happen. For that, in the past, when I watched it, I just skipped over it. I didn't really pay attention to it. Those small, big details, I didn't really pay attention to it. So in terms of you thinking that I am faking my reaction, you guys at the end of the day can think whatever you want to think. I'm telling you straight up that my reactions are not fake. And like I said before, and this is a policy, this is a code that I follow when it comes to making reactions. If I feel that I've watched this, if I feel that I'm faking my reaction, or I'm forcing myself to laugh, or forcing myself to react to a video that I wouldn't want to react, then you're most likely not going to see that video. Like if I say that I'm going to react to the next episode of My Hero Academia, and you guys don't see it, it's either because that episode wasn't as interesting, a lot of things I forced myself to say, and a lot I forced myself to do, but I'm just glad that Bleach is coming back. Oh man, it may be slow in the process because of this virus that's going on, but other than that, I'm so happy that one of my favorite animes of all is coming back. I'm just thankful. Thank you, Tite Kubo. Thank you. And also, I would like to show my appreciation and thank those who I think there's one video that animated at least 2 episodes of the last arc, or I wouldn't even go as far as saying last arc. And the reason why I say I wouldn't go as far as saying last arc is simply because what if Tite Kubo, even after the 1,000-year Blood War arc, what if there's another arc afterwards? Because he could change things. He may not like the way how the things ended. He could just change things overall, and it wouldn't feel. And the way he would change it wouldn't feel like a bittersweet ending. What if he has more intentions for each character that he created? You don't know. So I can't go as far as saying final, but I will go as far as saying that that the anime is coming back. Maybe it may not be a definite, but it is out there. I don't know if it's a rumor, but I'm not even gonna hold my breath. Not even. But I'm thankful. And I also want to thank the animation team that is animating on YouTube the episodes. They may put that into pause now that they know that the anime is coming back. So who knows? But that's at least the bright side of things for those who watches anime, particularly Bleach. But anyways, I'm going to end the video here. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's any videos you would like for me to react to, just comment down below with the link to the video. I'm alive. For the most part, I'm healthy. And that's about it. Anyways, thank you for watching and stay safe.